Welcome back to Spoon Feed. Today's video is extra special because we're not only going to recreate the iconic In-N-Out style double burgers, but I'll also share a personal story that brings a touch of nostalgia. So grab a seat and get ready for the journey through time and taste. Before we dive into the recipe, let me take you back to a memorable chapter in my life. About 9 years ago, I landed on the vibrant West Coast as a wide-eyed student. It was a time of exploration and new experiences, including my first encounter with an American burger, right at In-N-Out. I walked into In-N-Out and ordered the works, a double cooked animal style accompanied by a side of their delicious animal style fries and a frosty shake. That first bite, it was pure magic. I instantly became hooked on In-N-Out's incredible flavors. Fast forward to today and I find myself on the opposite coast due to my career. Sadly, there are no In-N-Out drive-thrus around here and I've missed those mouth-watering trips ever since. But you know what they say, necessity is the mother of invention. That's why I decided to take matters into my own hands and recreate that unforgettable In-N-Out experience right in the comfort of my own kitchen. We'll start by meticulously crafting our secret sauce, the heart and soul of an authentic In-N-Out burger. We're gonna begin with half a cup of mayonnaise, 1/3 cup of ketchup, a quarter cup of mustard, 1 tablespoon of sweet relish, 1 tablespoon of dill pickles that I have chopped with a teaspoon of the pickling juice, 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, some black pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and some kosher salt. Whisk this all thoroughly till they're all combined and now your sauce should be ready. The next step is to get those signature caramelized onions that makes In-N-Out burgers so good. I'm using a cast iron skillet for this. I've tried making them using a regular non-stick pan and although it does the job fairly decent, I just like the cast iron more for its heat retention that eventually ends up in an even caramelization. So in my pan I've melted about 1 tablespoon of butter to which I'm going to add my finely diced onions. I'm using 1 large onion. Give this a mix to help them get to know the butter in the pan. We're going to kickstart the caramelization process with a little bit of salt to get that moisture out of the onions and also a quarter teaspoon of brown sugar, not more. As those onions cook, the brown sugar will enhance the caramelization and sweetness of the onions. We're now going to cook this for about 30 minutes on low heat while giving it a mix every so often. While I say low, literally mean having your heat on the lowest possible setting. We really want to take our time with these onions. After about 30 minutes, my onions look ready. They have developed a deep golden brown color and are perfect. Kill the heat and place them in a bowl. Let's move on to the star of the show, the burger. So I've got some off-the-shelf 80/20 ground chuck. We do want to make sure we're using a grind with a high fat content. Don't go for a lean grind. Ideally, I wouldn't recommend going beyond an 85/15 grind for these burgers. In-N-Out uses 50 to 60 grams per patty and I believe from some online sources, but because we're making this at home, we can take liberties on the portions. I'm going to measure out my patties to 100 grams on a weighing scale. We don't want to press our meat too hard, just get them loosely together in a rough ball-like shape and place them aside till we get the griddle ready. We're going to begin by toasting our buns. I have some butter that I'm going to grease my griddle with for our buns. These buns are the brioche that are made at home. And you can find the recipe posted for those on a video I did last week. Do smash the subscribe button for that recipe. Once our buns are toasted, place them aside and give your pan a wipe with a kitchen towel and let's get to finally cooking our burgers. I'm going to spread a layer of vegetable oil on our griddle with the help of a brush. Turn your heat to high and place your balls of meat directly onto the griddle. We're going to season this right on top with some kosher salt and black pepper. We're going to semi-smash them to form them into burger patties. What I mean by that is, this isn't really a smash burger. We're not going to smash them all the way through, but with a heavy spatula, just press them enough till they're even and about a quarter-inch thick. These burgers don't take too long. Now I like my burgers rare with a lot of pink, so I did flip them after a minute and a half, but if you like to take your burgers further, do cook them for longer. After flipping them, we're going to hit our burger immediately with some American cheese on each of them. American cheese is the only cheese you should be using for these burgers. Don't go for something fancy. Rather than at assembly, I like to place some of my onions on top of one patty before placing the other patty right on top of it. What this helps with is that the onions, along with their flavor, absorb the juices from the other patty, and this whole thing like 10x's the damn foodgasm. Time to assemble. I'm gonna lather the bottom bun with our sauce and place our burgers directly from the griddle on it. Hit it with another spoon of those caramelized onions. You know you can't get enough of those goddamn onions. Next goes on a slice of tomato, and always season them with some salt and pepper. Don't leave your vegetables bland. We'll top it all off with some shredded iceberg lettuce. Last, I'm going to spoon some of the sauce on the top bun. Yes, we do want to sauce both sides of the bun. And finally, there you have it. Look at this beauty, our very own In-N-Out style double burgers made with a love and dash of nostalgia. But before we dig in, let me take a moment to appreciate the journey we've been on. From that starry-eyed student discovering the wonders of In-N-Out on the West Coast to my current life on the East Coast, this burger holds a special place in my heart. It represents not just amazing flavors, but also cherished memories. I may be far from an In-N-Out drive-thru, but with this homemade double burger, I've captured the essence of that iconic taste. And that, my friends, concludes the journey through time and taste. Thank you. Thank you for joining me as we recreated the In-N-Out style double burgers and indulged in a little nostalgia along the way. And as always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more mouth-watering recipes, and hit that notification bell to never miss a bite. Until next time, keep cooking and savor every delicious moment.